Well, my batteries are topped off nicely because I've been gone so long. I still have about 2 amps coming in, and it's cloudy. Sun's already gone for the day. The controller is pulsing, which means the batteries are topped off. So I think it's going to be a comfortable night tonight. I just started a fire. It was 50 in here, and you can see the date and the time, and it's already 61. I might hit 70, 80 tonight in here easily. It's going to be a comfortable, cozy evening. Hi, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World. I'm back to my off-grid camper. My Easter vacation went very well, except for one little hitch, or you could call it a miracle, I guess, either way you look at it. I currently do not have a car. I went to pick up a pastor from my church at the airport on Tuesday night, and for some reason I had a guy in front of me. He was going very slow, and I decided to drop it down a gear and pass him, and then I moved off the road onto a highway, and right on the entrance to the highway, 2 cop cars, not one but 2 cop cars pulled me over, and I thought, oh no, what is this about? And he wrote me 3 tickets, which surprised me, but anyway, I was sitting there talking to my pastor saying, why did this happen? And we sat there for a few minutes, and I started the car, put it in gear, and there was this loud boom. And we got outside and looked, and the control arm, what holds the wheel on your car, broke off. It was laying on the ground. And some might say this is negative, but my pastor and I looked at each other and we said, this is a total miracle. Because when the wrecker showed up, he said we were pulling onto the highway as we were stopped by the cops. I was just pulling on and pulled over on the highway, and if that had happened at highway speeds, he said very often the car flips over and it would be very messy. So we were saved by divine intervention, I guess you could call it. And otherwise the rest of the weekend went very well. It was very nice, very peaceful. We had a cottage in the woods and we had a very good time. So I'm back. I'm in here in my good old truck. I finally got my tools emptied out, got my work shut up. I'll show you all that later on. But the project continues, so I'll be with you every day this week. Well, a friend helped me get my tent over here. This is my workshop. So I've got the supporting frame work for the tent. There's the tent itself. I've got a bunch of plastic shelves to put my tools on. And I'm going to try to put this together today. It rained last night, all night. It rained yesterday afternoon and all night last night. And I have had my workshop on my truck since January. I had broken a rib and some friends loaded up the stuff, and it's been sitting here ever since. So I hope to finally get this stuff unpacked and have my tools. I can really get to work out here. I got the framework laid out. Trying to beat the rain today. Well, I don't know if this was meant to be a one-man job, but I've got the framework started. I'll have to tighten the bolts and try to get the whole thing raised up 1 notch. That's the hard part. Well, it's not easy, but I'm getting the frame up. Got the tent going up, but I'm having a miserable time of it. The wind is fighting me so hard. It's taking me all day. This is a hard project. But it's quite large. See, I'm trying to tie down these ends, get the bolts tightened, and they're just twisting and moving. There's a joint that's crooked. And it was calm when I started out, so I couldn't have planned this. But it's going. Alright, I've got the tent mostly put together. Saved me quite a few hours because of the wind. What I've done is I put some shelves in and put some stuff on them to hold them down. But to secure the tent, I've used baling wire to tie the shelves to the side of the tent. And you can see here, it's rigid. This is one piece now. So hopefully that'll help hold the tent down and keep the walls in place, because the wind is really strong out here and it's wanting to blow the sidewalls this way. So there it is. Now I'm going to unpack my tools and gear. Finally got my bed empty. Got my storage shed set up. Now what I'm going to have here is I'll have my bicycle generator off to the side, so now it'll be out of the weather. And I'm setting up, it's a bit chaotic, I had to empty my truck, it was raining. But I'll have a workbench here for woodworking. I've got my drill press, radial arm saw, that's on its own table. And then over here I've got my storage. All of this, believe it or not, all of this has been on my truck since January. That is a lot of stuff. Has been in my truck. So I finally have my tools. One goal this summer is to be able to run my tools in here off solar power, but that'll take some time.